play the game called Heads and Tails, right? So you have you're gonna have a question on a screen, and you're gonna have two answers. Top answer called heads and bottom answer called tails. So let's try this. Question 1. What's a Pantone color of year 2021? Is it the top answer ultimate gray, or is the bottom answer classic blue? The right answer is the ultimate gray. Next question is, who wrote the book about face, Essentials of Interaction Design? Is it Alan Cooper, or is it Steve Crook? Tick tock, about face, a classic book. And the right answer is Alan Cooper. Steve Crook, another legend in design space, he wrote a famous book called Don't Make Me Think. Next question. In Figma, what's the name of components states? Is it states or is it variants? How do you call in Figma the states of components? States or variants? And the correct answer is variants. States is something which I believe Adobe XD calls the states in their software. Next question. That getting a bit harder. What color is a kettle on the cover of the first edition of Design of Everyday Things book by Don Norman? Is it red or is it yellow? Please select the right answer. And correct answer is red. The grey kettle, kind of a white greyish kettle, was on the further editions. Question 5. The inventor of cut and paste command. Hey, hallelujah! We've got this. Thank God we've got this this command available to us. We use it quite often. Who invented it? Is it Alan Kay or Larry Tesler? And the right answer is Larry Tesler. Alan Kay is also a legend in the design space. He used to work in Xerox PARC research labs on different graphical user interfaces prototypes. Next question is, who is Sergei's boss in CompareTheMeerkatMarket? Is it Mr. Alexander or is it Mr. Alexei? Where is my buddy Sergei? Sergei, come out. Here he is. We're both with him. So Sergei, who is your boss, Alexander or Mr. Alexei? And the right answer is Mr. Alexander. So of course this is probably gonna be some of the local knowledge from the Compare the Market at the price comparison website commercials, advertising campaigns been running, which is real fun. Next question. Hey, I know it's tricky, but I need to eliminate some of you, right? It's a competition. What's the latest version of Balsamiq desktop app? Is it version 4 or is it version 5? And correct answer is version 4. This is a desktop application which works both on Mac and Windows for rapid wireframing. What does letter E stand for in Google's Heart framework for users metric? Is it experience or is it engagement? So you have a Heart framework of Google for user metrics. What does letter E stand for? And the correct answer is engagement. So it goes as happiness, engagement, acquisition, adoption, retention, and task success. Question 9. Inventor of the first computer mouse is Christopher Scholes or Douglas Engelbart? First computer mouse. The right answer is Douglas Engelbart. Christopher Scholes, if my memory doesn't mislead me, invented the QWERTY keyboard layout. Question 10. Doherty Threshold states that in order to keep users' attention and increase productivity, system feedback needs to be provided within which time frame? Is it 400 milliseconds or is it 500 milliseconds? So when we interact with a system, with the UI, which time frame should feedback be provided to keep users' attention and increase productivity? And the right answer is 400 milliseconds. It gets a bit harder from now on. The time it takes to make a decision increases with the number of and complexity of choices. It's a statement of which law? Is it a Hicks law or is it a Fitts law? And the correct answer is Hicks law. Fitts law states the closer and larger the target, the easier it will be to interact with it. Question 12. How many pixels 4K resolution refers to in computer screens? Computer screens, okay? Is it 4096 by 2160, or is it 3840 by 2160? 4K resolution in computer screens. And the right answer is 3840 by 2160. Now you know it. The average person can only keep 7 ± 2 items in their working memory. This refers to Zeigarnik effect or Miller's law. Average person can only keep 7 ± 2 items in the working memory. Zeigarnik effect or Miller's law? The right answer is Miller's law. The Zeigarnik effect is where we as human and users of the systems, we only tend to majority of times remember the incompleted items compared to what with completed. Next question. How many usability heuristics for UI design has Jacob Neersen has come up? Is it a 10 or is it 7? How many usability heuristics for UI design Jacob Neersen has come up with? The right answer is 10. I definitely recommend you reading through them. They're quite classics. Who designed Georgia, Verdana and Tahoma typefaces? Is it Stanley Morrison or Matthew Carter? These three typefaces, Georgia, Verdana and Tahoma, again quite classic ones. And the right answer is Matthew Carter. Stanley Morrison has designed Times New Roman typeface. It's getting even harder. What was the name of the regional system font? Since we're starting by talking about typography. What was the regional system font on Macs in 1990s? Was it Chicago or was it Charcoal? Chicago or Charcoal? The right answer is Chicago. And speaking about the code names, what was the code name for Adobe XD application during its development? Was it Project Comet or was it Project Fast Eddy? Project Comet or Project Fast Eddy? What was the project code name for Adobe XD project by Adobe? The right answer is Project Comet. Project Fast Eddy was the name for the second edition of Adobe Photoshop back in the day. Good old days. How many columns by default are there in Bootstrap's grid system? Is it 8 columns or 12 columns? Bootstrap's front-end development framework. How many columns has it got in a grid system by default? Is it 8 or 12? Because the right answer is 12. 12 column grid layout. Couple of more questions. I hope you're still standing there. We're gonna show the leadership board at the end to see how you're doing. 80-20 rule in UX research. This is all about how 80% of work contributes to 20% of input. Is based on Pareto principle or Gestalt principles. 80-20 rule in UX research. And the correct answer is Pareto principles. On Gestalt principles, there are quite a few. We had another quiz last year at the UX conference in person. You can check it out on the School of UX website. And finally, the killer question. Hey, we all continuously keep discussing this. In the latest version of macOS, Big Sur, what's the corner radius of a standard window? I checked it yesterday, double checked it in Figma and in Sketch. Is it 7 pixels corner radius? Or is it 9 pixels corner radius? correct answer is 9 pixels. Wow, that's 20 out of 20 questions. I hope you're still alive, and you definitely, all of you rock, but let's see who rocks more. If I'm gonna go to the leadership board and see who is the winner.